Okay, so I just finished a reading for a person. Thank you very much. Every little bit helps right now. Heather and I are going to record today for you, but I was scanning the chart just now and going, wait a minute. So I thought before sorry about that, before I record with Heather, let me jump in and just do a record for you real quick. Let me just do a record for you. I know I look red. Sorry about that, you guys. Yep. All right. 13th of July today. If I go in, the moon is at the 28th degree, almost 29th really, of Aquarius, and it's trining Jupiter at a good position. Actually, it's right over my Mars. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. My Mars is at 8 degrees something. All right, love is on the docket, and Ceres is in Aries. Here's the thing that got me here. I am figuring out that the situation that's going on right now, notice the retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, Pallas in retrograde. It's this energy of I got to go back and grab something real quick, but it has to do with abundance as well. It's in Aries. So the past few days I have been mentally tracking, getting to the point of saying, okay, it's in Aries. The issue is in Aries that we're facing right now. But Saturn always gives the test. And if you remember correctly, when Saturn was in Pisces, we were getting tested on spiritual things. Now the test changes and we get tested on how well do you know yourself? How well do you really think you know yourself? The, Chiron here is at 27 degrees 2 minutes in Aries. You've had Chiron going through Aries for 27 degrees. It's a while. And through the experience of the wound, which is out in front, the wound has forced us all to do this take care of yourself first sort of thing. Don't forget to take care of yourself first. Don't forget to go out into the world and begin choosing things. The Chiron in Aries that says, I see the family patterns of imprints of that ideological legacy from the patriarch side of things, right? Where it's, I have to follow in my father's footsteps. I have to follow in my mother's footsteps. I have to live up to the ideals, right? The Capricorn square of my grandfathers. Both my grandfathers were heroes, so I have to become this hero. And that's my path. It's Chiron and Aries has been giving us these insights into our wounds because of this in conjunct to Scorpio. And Scorpio, would it be that deep therapy, that deep current in the dark? So now we're getting tested, right? Did you figure out what gender you are yet? Did you figure out your tastes and your, what you prefer to reach for? Did you start out down here in a fancy suit with a tie? By the time we get to the end of Aries, you're a hippie living, in Key West, Florida, strumming a ukulele on a log. And it's like, well, it's just who I am now. I'm not that person anymore. So I found the testing of this thing quite interesting. Has this first round of tests, because Saturn's at almost 2 degrees now. It's 1 degree, 56 minutes. it does have to do with Jupiter. So it has to do with our inner self. And with Venus, in Gemini at 10 degrees, it has this connection of an abundance of fun, right? The way you see yourself now compared to then. That's obvious. And Mars over here is moving towards the South Node in Virgo. So it has to do with long-term planning. How do you see your life long-term? Is this something that you can take with you on your life, your ins and outs, every day, once a week, every 20 minutes? Is this something you can or cannot? However, it does have to do with something fun. I'm not the same person I was before. I see myself differently I didn't expect this, marriage thing or this job or whatever this is to become this way. Because I already know my favorite colors. I already know my own psychological issues. Venus in Gemini is very flirty, it's very friendly, but there's a break. Hit the brakes here between what looks fun and immediate, right, with Uranus at 0 degrees versus the long-term plan. Is this something, An interesting test, Saturn, giving us this test. Look at that crap. It is Saturn over here at 1 degree. Aries is in this sextile to Pluto at 2 degrees. And if you remember, I have discovered here that when Pluto is in the 2nd degree of Aquarius, it has to do with these tremendously happy, wonderful feelings. And the cool thing is we're going to get one more round of that, probably around October, of like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, and a week or two will go by and then we'll be like, oh, it's gone now. So you can anticipate that probably for October, but it'll be the last turn on that wheel of super, super excitement. And right now, the answer might have to be no. Look at the connection to Leo to Saturn. Saturn's got just the, I am able or I am not able. Squaring Juno. I have the power to, right? I have the power to. However, there's the square. All right, I'm going to stop before Heather kicks my butt. I will see you guys later. Please do not, if you need readings, our calendars are open, okay? I'm going to pack up all of my work things here, which is pretty scary. And I'm going to head back this weekend to Del Rio and continue with the house. We did have quite a bit of trouble with the house, and I won't go into it all here. But Heather and I are still putting this whole thing together. It's kind of the path that we've been directed on is different than what we thought we were going to be doing. However, some of this stuff I've done before, so I have some knowledge. It's just we need other things as well. So if you need readings, the emailed readings, a regular sit-down tarot reading, an astrology reading, whatever you need, please call on us, okay? Love you guys. Bye.